Over the chatters a few minutes ago as they were finishing up that fluid loading. Again, that's done to help with combating orthostatic intolerance. And to put it simply, that's dizziness in most people. Fluid loading can actually help your body react to what's typically a rush of blood away from the head once you get back down in a gravity environment, which can make you extremely dizzy. So fluid loading can actually up the amount of plasma in your blood. And that just helps kind of minimize that. They're also wearing what's known as an orthostatic garment. Essentially compression pants that's squeezing their legs and forcing some of that fluid from the legs up towards the upper part of their body. So everything's continuing to proceed. They're suited up inside Dragon for the second time in the last 24 hours as we get ready for this deorbit.
Yeah, there on your screen you can see a shot of our Mission Control Center here at SpaceX headquarters in Hawthorne, California. Those folks there are our Dragon operators, our technical experts that continue to monitor the data and telemetry coming down from Dragon, not only about the vehicle, but of the crew themselves, continuing to make sure that everything is going well and just making sure that we are green or go to step into the next major milestones that we have coming up. At this point, we're about an hour and a half away from that. Those milestones will begin with the cloth separation, which is when we initiate the jettison of the trunk. In order to expose the heat shield underneath the capsule, we need to let the trunk go away. So we separate the two. That trunk will actually re-enter the Earth's the trunk will actually re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and it'll disintegrate upon doing so. Oh, we got our nice little animation back here, so I'll toss it back over to Dan.
Yeah, we did that departure phasing burn. That's what really kind of set us up on our pathway towards where we are today. And then the crew did have sleep periods. Again, this was about a 19-hour phasing or a 19-hour trip. From the station to the splashdown, and as Kate was saying, we're almost up to claw and trunk separation.
Yeah, so at 10:51 a.m. Pacific or 18:51 United Time or Universal Time, we will have that claw and trunk separation, which, like I said before, will basically allow us to expose the heat shield and prepare us to execute the deorbit burn. The deorbit burn is intended to place Dragon on its final trajectory to its landing zone, which, as we have mentioned before, it's determined to be off the coast of Pensacola, Florida. The deorbit burn will last about 11.5 minutes. After doing so, we will close and lock the nose cone. We do this in order to protect the forward hatch located there at the top of the capsule. And we do that after the deorbit burn because the thrusters located there in the forward bulkhead are what we use to actually perform the deorbit burn. So once that nose cone is closed, we enter a 6-minute-long communication blackout. This is because we are re-entering the atmosphere. As we encounter that atmosphere and friction builds up, plasma builds up on the external sides of the capsule, creating a barrier essentially where we can't command the capsule or receive telemetry. However, Dragon is completely autonomous, so totally fine. It's driving itself at that point anyway. So we will then, like I said, that blackout period lasts for 6 minutes. A couple minutes after that, we will deploy the drogue parachutes. Drogue parachutes are used for a couple of reasons. One, to help slow the vehicle down further before we deploy the main parachutes, as well as to stabilize the vehicle. About a minute after the drogue parachute deployment, we'll deploy the 4 main parachutes. If you watched our Demo 1 splashdown, those are big, beautiful orange and white parachutes, and those further decelerate the vehicle down to a mere 15 or 16 miles per hour. That's the speed that they'll be going when they splash down in the Gulf of Mexico. Again, we're targeting just off the east coast of Florida near Pensacola. Once splashdown is confirmed and we cut the main parachutes away so they don't pull the capsule, recovery operations begin immediately. So that entails essentially getting the capsule out of the water and lifting it onto the recovery vessel. And once that is all secure, we open the hatch and we get our first glimpse of Bob and Doug back here on planet Earth for the first time since they launched on Falcon 9 in 2015. They are big, beautiful orange and white parachutes, and those further decelerate the vehicle down to a mere 15 or 16 miles per hour. That's the speed that they'll be going when they splash down in the Gulf of Mexico. Again, we're targeting just off the east coast of Florida near Pensacola. Once splashdown is confirmed and we cut the main parachutes away so they don't pull the capsule, recovery operations begin immediately. So that entails essentially getting the capsule out of the water and lifting it onto the recovery vessel. And once that is all secure, we open the hatch and we get our first glimpse of Bob and Doug back here on planet Earth for the first time since they launched on Falcon 9 in 2015. They are big, beautiful orange and white parachutes, and those further decelerate the vehicle down to a mere 15 or 16 miles per hour. That's the speed that they'll be going when they Falcon 9 back in late May. So that particular moment will be the first time they get to breathe fresh air, and we're looking forward to getting some thumbs up from them whenever we see them exit the capsule.
And everything's lining up for an on-time splashdown and recovery. We've been following the progress of Go Navigator as it makes its way out to the recovery zone. It left its port in Pensacola just a few hours ago, and we're tracking that it should be arriving on station just about at the top of this current hour. So it'll be there in advance of all of the upcoming hardware milestones where we get into trunk set and everything like that. So it'll be there and ready with the operational teams, a little over 40 personnel on board from SpaceX and NASA, ready to assist in the recovery of the capsule and getting Bob and Doug home.
Yeah. So as those mission controllers there in our mission control center here, just to my left, continue to monitor Dragon's health, we continue to monitor Twitter for your questions. We're using the hashtag AskNASA, and we're trying to get through to as many questions as possible this morning. Our next question comes to us from Jackie. The question is, what is the name of the Dragon recovery vessel that's sailing to the splashdown location? Great question, especially because we actually have two. The one that we are utilizing today is Go Navigator. This recovery ship is for all of our west coast, or excuse me, of all of the splashdown locations on the west coast of Florida. So any potential splashdown location in the Gulf of Mexico is serviced by Go Navigator. For our East Coast landing sites, which we will not be attempting today, we use Go Searcher. Both the Go Navigator and the Go Searcher are identical. They have fully functional recovery platform as well as medical base. So it's really nice that we're able to assist the departure process, so departing the International Space Station. It's really great that we're able to assist that departure process by allowing for more opportunities for departure by having more landing sites. So today we are using Go Navigator, and it departed for the landing zone about 2.5 hours ago, I think, at this point. And it is en route to the designated landing zone just off the coast of Pensacola.
All right, and our next question comes from Takur, who wanted to know what's the importance of inventory check during the splashdown. If you were just listening.
Okay, I just wanted to look into this because in about an hour and a half they'll be splashing down off the coast of Pensacola, Florida, in the Gulf. The thing is that we have Hurricane Isaiah in there right now. I have no idea how they're going to get those ships into the area of the splashdown to retrieve the two astronauts, because as we know, this is a hurricane up there. How can they go out there? There's no reference to how they will be picking them up in the hurricane. So I'll look into this in about an hour or so, and we'll return to this later, because this was NASA live video about their return, how it will be made. So we'll look into this in a little while. Thank you for your support. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.